Hi, I'm Mike, and we're back to the project list today in a very echoey room as we start a project that includes a total revamp of a portion of the shop and a new grow room for Erin. We also take a look and review a new tool on the ranch. It's all coming up today on our Wyoming Life. Welcome back to the project list, a list that continues to grow and never seems to shrink. It's on the wall right here behind me in the shop where I have to look at it multiple times per day. And if you happen to be here, you're looking for something to do, head on over and grab yourself a project. Today we start a brand new one that'll help the ranch grow, literally or figuratively. I can never remember which one of those it is. We have to clean, we have to paint, which will actually give us an excuse to try out this little number. This is the Wagner Smart Roller Sidekick Power Roller System. I picked it up today at Menards, and we're going to put it through the paces and see if it's worth the $79 price tag that it holds. A room in the shop is actually changing purposes. Since the day we came to the ranch, the shop has kind of been a headquarters. And there is one room in the shop that could always be considered ranch central. That room we've always referred to as the kitchen, and it was a kitchen at one point, but for the last 30 years or so, it's been an area where my father-in-law Gilbert used to come in and take a nap and eat stewed tomatoes right out of the can, which was kind of disgusting. We've used it to make bottles for calves. Erin's used it for storage of veggies before heading to farmer's market. And it's also held its fair share of beer over the years. But now it's time to change purposes of the room once again. Erin's been using the basement of our house to start vegetables for the last few years for the gardens. And as our kids get older, they like to play down there more and more. And Erin also wants to consolidate her operation as well as expand as she grows more, not only for our gardens, but for her nonprofit as well, Edible Prairie Project. As we head back into the growing season in the high tunnels, it's time for her to get started with her new plants. That means little tiny greenhouses, then table growing under lights until the plants are big enough to go into the high tunnels. And for that, we've decided that the kitchen in the shop will become Erin's new grow room. But really, what is a grow room?
A grow room for us is someplace that all of our seedlings can be started before summer transplanting and spring transplanting. It's also going to be a place where we start growing microgreens. We're moving into microgreen production in the spring of 2020, which is something exciting and new that we've never done here on the farm before.
Before she can have the grow room of her dreams, lots of work needs to be done. And the first part is cleaning out the room. This all has to be moved because we need to get started in basically sealing the room up. Grow rooms are inherently humid, and by painting all wooden and drywall surfaces with a mold-resistant and killing paint, we can hopefully reduce, if not eliminate, the dangers of mold in the room. First though, everything needs to go. Well, almost everything, including the kitchen sink.
First day of spring, and I just wanna sing to everything that's moving, every single little thing. To them birds flying free, fish in the sea, flowers and trees, every little bumblebee. I wanna sing, ooh, to the kids playing hoops, going loop-de-loop, their rainbow-colored bouncy balls and their ice cream scoops. Got my shoes in my hand and my feet in the sand. I got 20 ducklings in a row like a little marching band, and they sing, ooh. To the couples in love and the seagulls above and any other living thing or creature I can think of. I wanna sing. I wanna sing. Just wanna sing.
The only thing left in the room is Erin's industrial fridge. That can stay, mostly because it doesn't fit out the door without removing the wheels, which takes another set of hands that I don't have today. The light fixtures also are getting replaced, so they need to come down too, and then we sweep and we can get to painting. Zinsser mold killing primer will be applied first today. That should kill any bacteria, mold, and mildew that might afflict this room and prevent it from happening again. Our Wagner power painter is set up on the gallon of paint, attached directly to the can, a suction hose attached, and then that hose goes straight to the roller. After kicking the machine on, the paint flows up the tube and into the roller, where we can start applying it to the wall. By the way, don't worry about the outlets. We'll replace them too. Worry more about the amount of paint that's coming out of this thing. This little button right here is supposed to turn off the pump, allowing you to control the amount of paint coming out of the roller. Obviously, it's not working. Okay, so here's how this thing's supposed to work. When you turn it on, you push the button and it turns on the motor. This button, it's an air hose, an air button that runs down this hose. What it's doing is the exact opposite. You turn it on, it starts pumping paint in, you push the button all you want, and it won't shut off. You got paint everywhere then. So the booklet says that to troubleshoot it, you make sure there's no kink in this air line, which there is not, and that's pretty much the only thing that there is to troubleshoot. So the thing doesn't work either way, but it still works as a roller, and I don't have another one, so I just flip on the switch, let it pump some paint in, roll, turn it off, and go back and forth like that, for now, anyway. So that's what I do, on and off, working my way around the room, then the ceiling, and eventually the floor, covering every last bit of wood and drywall with primer. This is really just part one of a process that'll continue on for the next week or so.
The next step is getting everything installed and ready to go. So we have ordered new shelves, new lighting, the sink needs to go back in, and of course we need to finish painting the grow room. And we're also gonna try a different style of light bulb this year, which is kind of exciting. Typically we've just used daylight fluorescent bulbs, but we're gonna do a few things a little different this year with the lighting.
So yeah, the room is a lot whiter than before. This roller though, still a piece of crap. I have to decide if I'm going to take it back or if I'm just going to throw it in a dumpster. I do have to admit though that I've never really had luck with these automatic rollers. I don't know why. Maybe they just hate me, but I really don't like painting, so I think that's where they keep on getting me. Eventually I'll learn my lesson, but for now let me save you some money and some aggravation and probably a new sweatshirt. Don't bother with the Wagner Power Roller, unless you want to get paint everywhere. Then it's perfectly fine. All right, so Erin has lined out on what is next. We're gonna get another coat of paint up in here, then it's new lights, and then shelves upon shelves of everything green. I have my own plans in here as well. I want to try to build a small hydroponic system, probably starting out with lettuce or something easy, just to see if it can be done. And Erin said that for all my hard work, I get a little corner, so why not? Thanks for coming along. Please subscribe, explore the ranch life with us, and this room will be the beginning of many, many plants that translates to income for the ranch. Market farming has become a vital part of our ranch life, and moving it out of the basement, well, it seems like a logical step to make. We'll see you next time. Until then, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.